Kathy Griffin, baby. This is some of the greatest news. It's sort of related to the election. It's definitely giving us a lot of joy. Elon Musk has suspended Kathy Griffin from Twitter permanently. He's done it because Kathy Griffin impersonated him. A lot of people have been impersonating Elon Musk. If they have a blue check mark, they'll change their name to Elon Musk, put his picture in, pretend to be him. So she did that. Now she's permanently banned. I love it. And the libs are dunking, right? And they're saying, well, yeah, so much for free speech. Elon is showing us the way. I published my book last year with a contrarian take on free speech. The whole conservative movement was saying, we need absolute free speech all the time and no guardrails and no standards and no taboos. And I said, no, that's not how free speech actually works. The left understands free speech a lot better than we do. It's good to censor certain things. It's good to censor obscenity, at least. It's good to censor all sorts of things. It's good to have standards. It's good to have a common language. You have to have that. That's what politics is. And I think that view has prevailed. I think that the book became a #1 national bestseller, and I'm very happy about all of that. And I think people are recognizing the way forward is not this do whatever you want, hands in the air, I'm not going to govern, I'm not going to wield power, kind of frivolous libertarianism. The way forward is when conservatives are given power, when we earn power, when the people elect us, we have not just the right, but the responsibility to wield that power for the good. More good, less bad. The libs wield power for more bad and less good. We need to wield it for more good, less bad. Certainly very good to kick Kathy Griffin off Twitter for her fraud. Really, they could kick her off Twitter for her terrible comedy. But I think it's also fair to kick her off for committing fraud. Right now, head on over to EstablishedTitles.com/Knowles. Established Titles is your opportunity to earn the title of Lord or Lady and gain the respect you deserve. All you need is a 1 square foot plot of land in Scotland, okay? I had this problem where I thought, I'm just not getting the respect that is due to me, okay? People, they'd come up to me, they'd say, hey, Michael, hey, Mr. Mister? I want to be referred to as a laird or a lord, okay? There is this wonderful Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. Well, in your title pack, you will be bestowed with at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, plus an official certificate with a crest. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. Title packs from Established Titles are a fun and unique gift for any occasion. There are a couple packs because you don't want to let your wife, just be some strumpet. You're a lord and then she's just some chick on the street. So you want her to be a lady as well. Established Titles told me that the first 200 people to purchase a title pack using my exclusive link will receive a plot within walking distance of mine. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can begin to build our own kingdom. Established Titles is actually running a massive sale right now, and if you use code Knowles at checkout, you will get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/Knowles to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Now, speaking of insane women, Anne Hathaway just went on The View. Again, this is in the final days of the campaign to double down, triple down, quadruple down on the one issue that Democrats have really focused on this campaign, the quote-unquote right to abortion.
The Devil Wears Prada did turn 16 this summer.
Yes.
The time flies, boy. So you wrote this on Instagram, quote, I am struck by the fact that the young female characters in this movie built their lives and careers in a country that honored their right to have choice over their own reproductive health. See you in the fight. So why did you write that? Why was it important to you to write something like that?
Because we're in the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're in the fight every day. We're in the fight every minute. And you mentioned the Devil Wears Prada turning sweet 16.
Yeah.
Some 16-year-old's life has been irrevocably changed because of the current overturning of Roe v. Wade. Mm-hmm. And in this character, I played a young woman who was starting out her career. And when you are a young woman starting out your career, your reproductive destiny matters a great deal.
Of course.
My own personal experience with abortion, and I don't think we talk about this enough, abortion can be another word for mercy.
So here she seems to be insinuating that she's killed one or more of her children out of mercy for the children. So it could be, what often happens is that when people find out that their child has some kind of disorder, maybe they're Down syndrome, maybe they've got some kind of problem, people today will often just kill their children and say, well, we're going to try again. This is why you hear out of Iceland, they say, we've eradicated Down syndrome. There's no cure for Down syndrome. So it just means that people are killing their Down syndrome babies. I don't know exactly what Anne Hathaway means by this. She's using all sorts of euphemisms, but she's saying my own abortion experience is that abortion can be an act of mercy. And so it's really weird. The fact that she's using euphemisms, I think, just proves to you right there that she recognizes that what she's talking about is evil and will rub people the wrong way and will be offensive because of how awful it actually is. And the Democrats are using all sorts of euphemisms now, and they're doing absolutely everything they can to get around, to kind of leap over reality, the reality of their policies, the reality of their agenda, and the real perception of what they want from the people. And so if the people aren't going to vote for them, they're going to try to get around that too. I hope they do not succeed in that, but it will be a very interesting night. The first part that will be interesting are the polls in those tight races. Who's going to win? Who's going to win New York's 17th congressional district? Who's going to win in Georgia? Who's going to win in Arizona? But then there's going to be an entirely distinct and frankly more interesting fight that happens, which is that if the races really are close, you're going to see the battle for whether or not the Democrats can properly rig it to, let's say Oz is only up by 1 or 2 points. Can they make up those ballots in the middle of the night with undated, fraudulent ballots to send John Fetterman to Washington, D.C.? You know, the rest of the show continues now. We got a great pollster on to tell us what to look for tonight. If you're not a member, click the link in the description and join us.